free from any other desire but to please Him, that takes a long purification. Therefore he said that now, Pujala Ragapata, we worship from above with great reverence, with great respect, the path of spontaneous love, Pujala Ragapata. We offer puja to it because it is most rare. Only, I remember in Italy one time, if you want to come to that goal, all of you will have to become like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad is like the example of the perfect saint, the example. So when Gurudev said that, all the devotees like, I have to become like Prahlad. Where is my hope? And Gurudev said, it is impossible, but I have come to make the impossible possible. You heard that Guru, or that Krishna, has a special energy which makes the impossible possible and the possible impossible. That Shakti makes the possible impossible and vice versa. But through whom is that potency manifested? Through Guru. Guru is that person who makes the impossible possible. Turning someone who is a sense enjoyer, addicted to sense gratification, into addicted to serve Krishna. Because that's what the devotees are. They're addicts. They're Krishna addicts. They're addicted to pleasing Krishna. So to make us go from one end of the spectrum to the other one, that takes a lot of effort and a lot of mercy. Therefore the spiritual master is worshipped at the beginning of everything, because he is the source of saving grace. Not only is giving the teaching, along with the teaching, is giving the grace that you can understand the teaching. Not only that, he's giving you the grace that you can put them into practice. He is a source of inspiration flowing in your heart, so that you can go towards that, cultivate that. So from Guru, we beg everything. Give me the knowledge, give me the sincerity, give me the power, give me the intelligence, give me everything. Because he is God's representative, like we said so many times. Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. If you take God's mercy, put it into a bottle, shake the bottle, and let it rest, what will happen? The form of Guru will just settle down from the mercy form. In other words, you have in front of you not just an old, Indian sage, Indian saint, full of wisdom and benevolence. No, you have directly in front of you God's personal mercy offering itself to you, if only you want to plug on it. That's what we call Guru. Heavy with knowledge. Guru means heavy. We are Lagu, very lightweight. And he is very heavy with knowledge and with mercy. And with love. And the nice thing about Guru is that although you may judge yourself very severely, he is completely non-judgmental. He's only seeing you with benevolence and compassion. And just like parents, when they see their children, they say, they put all their hopes in him. He become a big lawyer or big doctor, or the father say, you take my doctor's cabinet after me, something like that. They see the potential. So Guru, when he sees us, he doesn't just see the external form. He sees what is our eternal potential. He serve Krishna like this. She'll bring camphor, jewel box for the pleasure of the divine couple. That's what he sees. So when he sees us, he's not judging our present mental stage or inebrieties or shortcomings, all the junk, or what we don't like about ourselves. He doesn't see that. He only sees, Kamala. She'll bring a chamara for Lalita to find Srimati Radhika. So when Gurudev sees this, that's what he sees. And therefore, there's no judgment, only how can I fan that spark in her so that she comes to that position. That's his vision. He sees everyone engaged in Krishna's service and he sees their potential and he just adjusts his vision so that he can preach to them, otherwise he wouldn't be able to preach. If you see everyone already serving Krishna, what is there to teach? They already do it. So he has to adjust his vision to come down a little bit from that uttama, beyond tamas, uttama, beyond any type of illusion. go on a little bit now in the relative world and see where is a person at and what is a proper prescription for him or her to get out of the disease of material existence and material attachment. That's what the Guru is doing. Therefore, at the beginning, I am offering all respects to my Gurudev, to me, because without him there's no question to even turn the first page of the book of Bhakti. He is the one who is introducing us. Prabhupada has his famous class about initiation. He says immortality begins at initiation. And he says in the class, initiation means the spiritual master presents the disciple to Krishna. Now, my dear Lord, this is such and such, this is the Lord. One to another. So that bridge, through which the conditioned soul can approach the Supreme Lord, all precious, all lovable, how much gratefulness do we have towards Him? And that gratefulness, when we remember our past condition and what He has made us into, and that is invoking more and more attachment to Him. So we say, Shri Guru Charanerati Eise Utangati. Attachment to the spiritual master. In itself, it is the way to achieve the supreme perfection. Shri Guru Charanerati, attachment to Him. Our Gurudev has this nice bhajan. He said it's his favorite bhajan actually. Bimala Vaishnavi, page 30. Bimala Vaishnavi, Rati Upajive Vasana Ahibekshin. When I will develop in my heart deep attachment, deep love for the lotus feet of the pure-hearted Vaishnavas. At this time, I will honor and serve them, and thus all my material desires, all my anarthas, unwanted things in my heart, especially lust and anger, they will go. Lord Kapila, in the third canto of Bhagavatam, he explains, every man of knowledge knows that attachment to the material constitutes the greatest entanglement, the greatest bondage for the embodied soul. But the same attachment reported on the saintly persons, it opens the door to liberation. One is called Guneshut attachment to this world. Another one is Mukta Chitta. It is opening the door to enlightenment, to emancipation from the tight bonds of matter. And the Baptist school is presenting this very teaching. How to gradually dovetail all one's natural propensities, not negate, not atrophy all the emotions, all the feelings, but dovetailing them and gradually purifying them of their inebriities, of their imperfection, like the dross, and leaving only the pure propensity to serve. The very same thing redirected, like we mentioned yesterday. The very same thing, attachment to a person. We all have that attachment, a person to whom you can speak. You can speak your heart to, she understands you or he understands you. It's like this very, almost you could say like complicity or meeting of minds or meeting of hearts. So that attachment with a particular person, usually it's like your life partner, your wife, your husband, or someone like very close to you, or like a bosom friend, that natural propensity to exchange with another being, to redirect that to the spiritual master and Krishna. Because the living entity by nature cannot live without attachment. It's an impossibility. So it is a must for every being to be attached. Krishna himself, the Supreme Being, is attached. But is attached to whom? Or to his pure devotees. Attached to Srimati Radhika, to all our expansions of gopis, to everyone in the spiritual world. Now Krishna tells the gopis, I cannot even forget the neophyte devotee of the material world. Anyone who approaches me, I cannot even forget them. I was just in Mexico telling them, all the devotees were very excited. Krishna is speaking about you with the gopis in the Bhagavatam. What do you mean, Maharaj? I said, Yes, Krishna, when he's dealing with the gopis, speaking with them, they're trying to corner him because he thought, no, he started to play his flute, and when they come, he said, oh, very good, you've seen the beauty of the night, now you go back to your houses. And they start to ask him all kind of questions about, the different type of lovers, what kind of, what type are you? And then Krishna finally says, yes, actually, no, I have misbehaved. I have treated you like ordinary devotees. No, I've behaved in a way to increase your love, which is impossible because there was never anyone who loved me as you did. No, neither is there anyone now, neither will there be in the future. Na bhuva, na bhavishyati. No one ever loved me like you did, no one will ever love me like you did. So I have to apologize that I treated you like ordinary devotees to so-called increase your love, because your love is already at the limit of what it can be. Therefore, I have to apologize, I have to admit, naparayeham, I am not able to reciprocate. I remain indebted towards you. And he says, why? Because you are, thank you, good evening. Because you are ekanishta to me. Your mind is exclusively like a laser concentrated on me. And I am bahunishta. My mind is divided into all the devotees. And then Krishna speaks about us to the gopis. He says, I cannot even forget a neophyte sadhaka, devotee of this material world. Did you know you were in Bhagavatam?
I just found out.
You knew that, Frank? You were in the Bhagavatam?
If I have?
Do you know that you were in the Bhagavatam? That Krishna is speaking about you with the gopis in the Bhagavatam?
No, I didn't know. That's news for me.
So that's good news. That's encouraging. We're in the Bhagavatam. How about that? Krishna is telling the gopis, his most intimate devotees, they're not even devotees anymore, they're beyond devotees, because they're completely perfect. They have a unique relationship with Krishna of love. No, it's not anymore devotion, it's like pure love. And he's telling them that he cannot forget us, any one of us here. Pretty encouraging.
That's encouraging.
That's encouraging. Krishna is telling his most intimate friends, his girlfriends, to whom they're related in a wonderful love story from the beginning of time and for eternity. He's telling them he cannot forget any one of us here down in Miami.
Don't stop.
Great. Krishna is saying that I cannot forget any material, neophyte devotee of this material world. Because his love, not like ours. Yo te quiero si tú haces lo que quiero. No. I love you if you do what I want. His love is unconditional. Unconditional. And therefore, although we forgot, we neglected our part, he is still, as soon as he sees, she is coming. At last she is coming. Oh, his heart is bubbling up with joy. Oh, finally my devotee, she's coming to me. Oh, my devotee, now is beginning the class. Oh, wonderful. And he's making all the arrangements, sending all kind of people in your life to bring you to him. Yes. Oh, finally, that particular soul. We are only aware of a few people. Like they say on the internet, the more you increase the number of the friends, means the more it becomes diluted, because how much time can you spend with everyone? So you're networking with so many people, that means, that much less time you can spend with everyone. Right? But Krishna is not like that. He can be completely with you, and completely with me at the same time, and completely with him, and completely with him. She, I don't know why, but completely with her, and completely with him also. And the big one sitting there, maybe. He can be completely available, 100% present and available for everyone. Now that's why he's called Vishnu. He can have a relationship with everyone. Full time, just like we, like in a couple, you and me and you, and we're there 24 hours a day together. One for each other, fully available. So he can be like that, fully available, more actually than anyone of this world, for every one of us. That's a wonderful thing about it. No. That's why he's God. And we're not. Remember the Gurukul kids? I put my boy when he was 7 years old, now he's 25, so that's 18 years ago. He made me a grandfather for the third time yesterday. A little boy born on the Shivaratri in New Zealand. And when I took him there, the fad at that time of all the Gurukulis, they were coming up to you. Guess what? He said, Krishna is God and you're not. And the little boys like 7, 8, 9 years old were telling you that, one after another. At first I was saying, oh, a joke, and after I said, wow, this is actually such deep and unique teaching. Guess what? Krishna is God, you're not. Yeah, that's why we are in this world. And we thought we were Krishna. And the little boy looking at you like so innocent, and guess what? Krishna is God, you're not. One after another during the day, like that, 20, 30, like that. It was hitting like, wow. Those boys are all gurus. And a few days after, one astrologer came, all astrologer, and I was there with my son, and then he asked, he said, could I look at his hand? So look at his hand, he does like that. And he said, no. Are there more like him here? I said, yeah, we have a whole school here. So he goes now, he started to go from one hand to one hand, and he was like jumping, not possible. No, I'm not. My whole career of an astrologer, I never saw this. It's impossible that all those people are here at the same time with that in their hand. They're all yogis. You cannot imagine the level of yogis they are. And not one of them, this one, that one, that one, that one, he was going from end to end, like he was like almost in trance. Like, it's not possible. You see one hand like that in one life, but you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like in every kid's hand, with all the signs, that they were big yogis in the past, and they come to complete the course. He was amazed. Amazed. Because the Krishna says, Bhaunam Janmanamante, after many, many, many births of so many practices, Jnanavamam Prapadate. When someone comes to the perfection of Jnana, Jnanavamam Prapadate. And what does he do? He surrenders to me. After so many, many births, like they're teaching, today we had one yoga studio. I said, what are you teaching? Oh, we are teaching Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Stanga Yoga. And I was sitting there, big hodgepodge. What are you teaching actually? Also, Jnana Yoga. I said, oh, you give a lot of importance to knowledge. He said, yeah, knowledge is very important. And of course, what kind of knowledge? Advaita Jnana. Knowledge that the soul and God are one. That's usually what people think. Or that's what they teach in the yoga schools. But the end of knowledge, like we were speaking on before, the Radha, Vedanta. Veda means knowledge and Anta means the end. So Vedanta, the end of knowledge, in other words, when the study has come to its highest conclusion, the study of knowledge has come to that conclusion. And what is that? Or Bhakti Vedanta. Bhakti Vedanta. Usually they understand Vedanta as being Advaita Vedanta, non-duality, Advaita. Vedanta means duality, Advaita, non-duality between the soul and God. The soul and God are one. They're not different. Only illusion makes you think that you and God are different. Because God is not a person. God is a level of consciousness. That's what they teach. Advaita. But we have from our school the conception of Bhakti Vedanta, not Advaita Vedanta, Bhakti Vedanta. The topmost conclusion of knowledge is that the soul is eternally related to Krishna by a relationship of love. And love is not just words, love is what you do for the beloved. So the activity of loving and doing for the beloved is called in Sanskrit Bhakti. So Bhakti Yoga, to link up with the Absolute in the process of offering loving service. As when you love, you do something. Right? The wonderful thing about love is that when you serve out of love, you're not feeling your service, you're serving. Right? We always give the example of a mother nursing her baby. She's not thinking, gee, feed the baby again. No, out of her natural maternal love, she's serving the baby. But she's not thinking, I'm serving. Oh, my baby, she's giving her love in the form of milk. And not 1 second in her mind she's thinking, I have to serve the baby. So the same way with Krishna. And what is the service anyway in the spiritual world? What do they do? What big service are they doing? Are they building highways? No, breaking stones? No. They're dancing with him. They're making flower garlands for him. They're making all kind of arrangements so that he and Radhika, his sweetheart, can meet. This is service in the spiritual world. But we didn't know what it was. When the possibility was there, we said, I'd rather do something else. We became indifferent to that eternal nature of ours. And then, from indifference, because you cannot remain doing nothing, we looked at the material world, it looked attractive, and we came here. And now we are sitting here and we can speak about those things, understand the process, and trying to muster some desire to do something about it. Trying to muster, like we said yesterday, the courage to put our convictions into practice. But it takes courage not to go against the very grain of your person. The very grain of our conditioned personality is to serve ourselves. We are the center. Vayam vidya abhinivishata syat. Our natural identification is I am Krishna's eternal loving servant. He's a wonderful being, a wonderful person. He's not my God, he's my lover, my master, or my friend. There's no question of worship at that level. That is our real self, but we have shrunk away from that. And now we are, I am the center of everything, I have the right to enjoy legitimately everything in this world. That is our present nature. So to go against the very grain of your conditioned nature, it requires courage. It needs, you have to, that's a big challenge. Because all in you is telling you no. Your mind is telling you no. Prabhupada was given that example. That how is it to make one go from causeless unwillingness to serve to causeless desire to serve? No. That's like the two extreme ends of the spectrum, right? This is where we're coming from. Causeless unwillingness to serve. From time immemorial, we have not wanted to serve Krishna. And now we come to understand that actually, our position is to be His eternal servant. But that's not easy to, like Prabhupada mentioned, to bring back a madman to sanity. In the material world, nunam pramato kuruti vikarma. They are all mad. We are all mad because we're trying to achieve something which is impossible. Someone one time came and gave a lecture. Have you ever tried the impossible? What do you mean? Well, have you ever tried to be happy in this material world? Yes, every second I've been doing that. That is work. No? And what are you still doing? I don't know, that's my nature, my conditioning. No? We've heard it, we read it, we spoke it, but still, it is ingrained in us. It's atmika. Prabhupada said one time, everyone is a devotee. But it depends on the devotee of what? By nature, everyone is a devotee. Normally, the soul is a devotee of God. But we become devotees of what? Of our bodies, of our wives, of our lovers, of our friends, of our children, of this world. We have so much devotion to Maya. So much devotion to illusion. We are great devotees. We are pure devotees of Maya. So from pure devotee of Maya to pure devotee of Krishna, it takes something. It takes a lot of mercy. Therefore, Ato Guru Puja. Ado Guru Pada Ashraya. When Srila Rupa Goswami is explaining the 64 lanes of Bhakti, it begins with that. Ado Guru Pada Ashraya. At the beginning, one should approach a spiritual master and take shelter of him. beg him, please accept me as your student, please teach me the way out of illusion. As they say in the Upanishads, from illusion take me to truth, from darkness take me to light. Asatuma Jyotirgamana. Asatuma Jyotirgamana. Take me from Asat, from the impermanent to the light. Take me from darkness to the light. Take me from ignorance to knowledge. Take me from illusion to truth. Take me from slavery to freedom. Take me from all kind of motivation to love. And we are begging this. This is a Upanishad, called Sima Jyotirgama. You can identify with your body, identify with your mind, and therefore looking for happiness on the mental and bodily platform. Jyotirgamana, go towards the light. You belong to that world. You don't belong to this world. You belong to the other world. So go towards that. And the path led by Krishna, presented in Bhagavad Gita, is so sweet. Pratyaksha Bhagamam Dharmya. It gives you a direct experience of yourself. Therefore, Shushukam Kartumayam, it is very joyful, because the self by nature is joyful. We hear Sachitananda, 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 eternity, knowledge and bliss. Yeah, the soul is made of that. That's what is our eternal nature. So when you connect with that nature, automatically you become happy. Something we're not used to. Like she was mentioning in the yoga studio. We're not used to be happy. We used to be all kind of stresses and impositions and duties and contractures and. But when you become joyful, you become happy. Well, that's a new thing. But that is the very nature of the self. And bhakti is a path which allows you to directly connect with that blissful aspect of the self. Overnight, that suddenly you're gonna wake up and start to chant Hare Krishna in the morning, and you're gonna be jumping. You feel won't touch the ground, you'll be jumping of joy, and it's gonna it's gonna be that eternal joyful ride into eternity. Sarvadharman Parityada, just forget about everything, just because I'm taking care of everything. Just give me your world, you living. I will free you from every type of reaction, every type of death you've incurred in this world. Masucha, don't worry, be happy. Krishna is the original one who said that. Don't worry, I'm taking my protection. Who can hurt you? No, not you. Who can hurt you? Sorry. No one. What do they say in Bengali? Mare Krishna Rakeke, Roke Krishna Mare Keke. Mare Krishna Rakeke, Mare Krishna Rakeke. If Krishna wants to save you, who can hurt you? And if Krishna wants to destroy you, who can save you? He is God. God means He can do anything He wants. That's what God means. We can think, for instance, Govinda. What? He cannot be. Actually, quite right. In the spiritual world, Krishna is behaving as if He was not God. There's two Mayas. One is a big Maya, Mahamaya, which covers all of us here. And there's another Maya in the spiritual world. What is that to others? The relationship of love flows very freely. There's no formality. It's not completely, free. Oh my Lord, oh my dear God, oh no. They're wrestling with Krishna. Oh, to me, what kind of guy? My father is more than your father. All different types of yoga, purity. Finally, you come to God in a cave. It begins with, very much wrestling. But as your nature, as an eternal thing, gradually, that Godhood gradually diminishes, and you establish yourself in that, free, any tinge of the line of, because this is that love. This is what Krishna in the world, spiritual and material, is meant for Krishna's satisfaction. This is the lesson that we have to hear again and again and again and again, and present itself in so many ways until finally we click in. It's Him, the center. It's supposed to be for Him, not me anymore. So that same teaching we have again and again and again to hear it from so many angles. Actually, all the different teachings and all the different scriptures, they're only teaching you to come to that understanding. He is the center, and by serving Him, now everything is perfect, everything is achieved. Actually, the very definition of the word faith, now in Sanskrit means that. Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Koye Sudrida Nischay. Krishna Bhakti Kale Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. Faith means the unflinching conviction. If I serve Krishna, all karmas are done, all dharmas are done, all desires are fulfilled, there is no more obligation, it is purna, it is complete. Nothing is missing and nothing remains to be added. That is faith. In other words, if I dedicate all my kayo mana vakya, mind, body and words in the service of Krishna, that is complete. Nothing is missing. I have no more obligations to anyone in this world. I'm not indebted anymore to the demigods because they're giving the sun, the rain, the moon, everything. I'm not indebted anymore to the sages because all the knowledge they gave. I'm not indebted to anyone of this world for their contribution. Neither to my parents, not to anyone anymore, because I'm watering the roots of the tree of existence of all of those. So if I'm serving Him directly, then everything is complete. That is the definition of pure faith. Yes.
Is it true to say that if a person has that pure faith, he's surrendered?
Yeah. That the symptom of that faith is Sharanagati, is surrender. The two are concomitant. If you have that faith, therefore you surrender fully. Oh, if I surrender, I have no more obligations. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to serve the poor. I don't need to protect the environment. Automatically, you'll be generous, you'll be respectful, but you don't have any more to do it because you are connected with the root of everything. Therefore, where is the obligation?
So a person cannot surrender unless he has that faith.
Yeah. And those two, faith and surrender.
The way I believe what you're saying is, no longer are you the doer, because you're just moving through the motion, the energy is moving through you, and Krishna or God is the doer. You're not the doer.
Yeah, one way to use, that's one way to look at it. At the same time, you are willingly lending yourself to that, allowing that to work through you. Yeah, you can say that in this term.
I realize that in a ceremony with fire.
Yeah.
The fire is good focus and teaches you a lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, when you align yourself with Krishna, and then you allow His bhakti energy of service to engage you in His service, then you realize I'm just an instrument. And Krishna tells this to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna was a very mighty warrior. He was the best bowman of his time, best archer man. So Krishna is telling him, you should surrender to my order, which is to fight in that battle, to reestablish spirituality and eradicate all these miscreants. And then at one point, so that Arjuna doesn't get the wrong idea, he says, oh great hero, oh expert archer, you should know, in this battle you're only an instrument. In other words, don't think, I am the champion. No, you're only an instrument in my hands. Therefore, forget about your own agenda. That, I don't want to fight because they're my family and I'd rather beg than to have a kingdom at the cost of their blood. Forget about your agenda. Oh, great hero, you should know it. You're my instrument. I want to use you in that fight. So you're not the controller. I am. And Krishna gives to Arjuna the peace formula. What our Guru used to call the peace formula. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Krishna is the proprietor of everything. Bhoktaram Jagata Pasham. He is the enjoyer of everything. And Krishna tells that to Arjuna, and Arjuna may feel, what's left for me? He is a controller, he is an enjoyer. And Krishna says, but no, Suridam Savabhutanam. I am everyone's friend. So don't worry.
Only friend.
Yeah. I'm not telling you this now to claim that, oh, I am the enjoyer, I'm the owner, and nothing for you. Actually, I am telling you because I'm your friend. And your desire to be the controller and the enjoyer actually wasn't making you happy since time immemorial. So I'm giving you the secret for peace. If you want to be peaceful, don't try to be the proprietor, don't try to be the enjoyer, the great doer, the big generous man, friend of everyone. Just leave that to me and just participate with me. And since you're a warrior, and this is a war to re-establish the principle of spirituality, forget about your agenda and just surrender and let me use you as a bowman to re-establish this. Forget about your agenda. And this is where it's very difficult to swallow for us, because we are always thinking, I am the controller, I am the enjoyer, I'm the doer. So Srila Maharaj used to say it's a very bitter pill to swallow. Very bitter. I am small, I'm insignificant. At best, I'm an instrument. We don't like to hear that. Or ego says, wait a minute, I'm the doer, come on. Why do you think I become expert in that field or that field? I'm not for doing. Therefore, bhakti is called Hari Bhakti Sudulava, very rare. Very rare is someone who is gonna accept to put down his ego on the diet, on the very heavy diet. Not just a diet to go a little slim, no. Srila Maharaj says, die to live. You have to sacrifice your ego as it is now, if you want to enter that world. In other words, you have to commit a type of civil suicide. Die to your present ego, your present set of interest, your so-called personality, your so-called mission in life or whatever. Forget all about that and just come to me, Krishna says. Yourself, as you exist now, must die in the process. Wow. The prospect is very, this is for the brave. This is for the courageous. This is not for the weak. Upanishads say that the weak, the absolute truth is not achieved by someone who has no strength. So Vivekananda, one of the impersonalists, was saying, yes, absolute. In the Upanishad it said, you cannot achieve the absolute without strength, therefore you should develop strength. Why do you plant tulasi? Plant eggplants. Plant good, solid, nutritious food will give you strength. Don't do yoga. Come and make football. Do exercise to become strong so you can realize the absolute truth. So this conception is completely mundane. Bala actually means spiritual strength. And Bala is coming from Balaram. And Balaram appears in this world as Nityananda. And Nityananda appears as the spiritual masters. Again, Ato Guru Puja, Ado Guru Padarashvaya. My dear spiritual teacher, please accept me as your student and teach me. Please give me your grace. Let me understand. Let me tread that path. Please give me mercy. Please sharpen my desire. Please let me develop that desire. Therefore, Guru is, indispensable. There's no question of going to the absolute without Guru. It's like if you want to do anything in life, you approach a teacher, an expert in the particular field you want to study. So in the field of consciousness, you have to approach someone who is an expert in that field. Especially in the field of pure consciousness. It's like if you want, you would not put your life in the hands of just any surgeon. If you need some operation, you want to make sure that the guy is qualified. Especially if it's a brain operation, because the guy is dealing with your consciousness, right? The seat of your consciousness. If you need a brain operation, you're going to make sure that the guy's got pretty good credentials, right? You don't want to mess around with that. You don't want to come out from the operation not yourself anymore. So the same way, when you're dealing with consciousness, you have to approach someone who is expert in the field. What are the credentials? What is this parampara? Therefore, there is a guru parampara. Certified by the sages, or even before they appeared. In Kali Yuga, the Absolute is being transmitted through 4 lines. In the Padma Purana 5,000 years ago. In Kali Yuga, this is how God is manifesting knowledge about Himself, through the 4 Guru Parampara. And it is said they will all unite Utkale Purushottama in Jagannath Puri, through the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. So when Krishna came 500 years ago again, his last manifestation, he took 2 philosophical points of all those 4 schools and came out from that the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, to which our master belongs and in which we have been initiated. Absolute is not something vague, nebulous, not something very precise. He is a person. And just like we are a person, you're a person, I'm a person, she's a person, he's a person, and we have a specific personality with particular features and desires and tastes and distaste, he also is like that. Therefore, knowledge about him is not something which can be invented or speculated about or just vague. It's very precise. And if I want to know you, how do I do? I have to approach someone. What is the one? What's it? You know the friend? Mark. What's his name?
Bernardo.
Bernardo. Bernardo. Tell me about him. You don't know him, okay? And so I have to approach someone who knows you, who knows your personality. Where he's from? He's from here. He's from New York. He's from where? I know his sister. She's a good friend. Can you tell me about him? And so
you can approach many different people.
Yeah, but I have to approach someone who knows you as a person. That's the point. Someone who knows you, who can tell me about you, not someone who will speculate. I don't know, I think the guy is from Orlando, but I'm not sure. No.
But it's all perspective. Nobody knows me.
What I mean to say that if you are a person, if I want to know you, I have to approach someone who knows something about you, who's close to you, can tell me, he's called Bernardo, that's where he lives, that's his job, that's his age, he's married, he's got 2 kids, he's not aspiring not to be a pilot, and he's been to school there, and he's got 2 sisters, and everything about you. As a person, a precise person. The same way Krishna is a precise person, God is a precise person. And we have to know about him from someone who knows him. And gurus, that's what they are. Heavy with knowledge. What knowledge? What knowledge can be heavy? What knowledge can be more heavy than the knowledge of God's personality? Therefore, guru is called guru, heavy with that knowledge. He knows the personality of God. He knows his address. He knows his phone number. He knows his friend. He knows what he's doing. He knows his schedule. He knows his desires. He knows his project. That's what guru means. Because God has all of that. God has all of that. And that's what is coming in Guru Parampara. Parampara is that line, unbroken succession of self-realized masters transmitting that specific knowledge so that we can also enter that world. We can also get to know that person. But if you want to love someone, because ultimately it boils down to that, we want to develop our love for that person. Now, to love someone, you have to know about that person, right? Bernardo. Who is he? Well, I don't know. Is he blonde or is he, his hair is brown? I don't know. He has blue eyes, brown eyes. How tall he is? He's French, he's American, he's Indian. What is he? Bernardo. That's all I know. You gonna love Bernardo like that? But if you know Bernardo is a very charming guy, a very excellent musician, he's a great cook, he has a sense of humor, he's into the yoga line, he's very open-minded. Wow, I want to love that guy. Right? The more I will know about you, the more I can develop friendship or attraction to you. So the same with Krishna. Therefore, our masters constantly are teaching what is he doing, what does he look like, he's beautiful, how beautiful, what kind of beauty? can tell you about his beauty. He appears at a burning bush in the desert. No, they say no. Krishna, or we can tell you about his beauty. His eyes are almost reaching to his ears, like lotus petals, restless, always dancing, the smile on his face, on that smile a flute, in that flute nectar coming from his heart, and when he plays everyone is enchanted, and he has like dolphin-shaped earrings kissing his cheek like an area of dance for his earrings, they dance like that, and his eyes are always inviting love, relationship from everyone, and his body is 3 times curved like that, and his tilak mark is like a net, like a trap for the eyes of the beautiful gopis, and then his strong arms like strong serpents, and they pull you away from material attachment, and all the description given like that, so poetic. Describing every limb of his body, all his curly locks like humming bees around the lotus of his face, all those beautiful, exquisite description, and yes, I want to know that person. Yes, the more you hear, the more you can. Just like anyone of this world. Like the first thing attracting us is the beauty. But we have never seen Krishna's beauty, but we can see through the ears. This is called Shruta Ikshita Panta. The path of hearing, of seeing through the ears. Siksha Guru, Srila Govinda used to devastate us with that. He said, have you seen? No, so you've not heard. Because hearing means to see. Hearing is another name for seeing. The idea is that when the spiritual master is speaking, and the disciple has sufficiently cleaned his heart, when the Guru is describing, those words, they're not just words carrying sound. They're carrying Shabda Brahma, or God in the form of sound. And the description of God being not different from him. So Guru is speaking this, and those descriptions, they come in the heart of the disciple. And when the disciple sings or takes his mala, his meditation beads, and he starts to chant, what he has heard manifests to him. He sees what he has heard from Guru. That is a process. Therefore we can understand how much cleansing job we have to do in our life. Because we hear, but we don't see anything. And Govinda used to drill us. Are you seeing? No. So you've not heard. What do you mean I've not heard? I'm coming with all my kids here, babies in diapers, all the way from France, and my wife hating India, but just coming because he's a saint and she loves me. And we spend months and months there, with all the kids being sick, because in India with the kids, doctor is a daily affair. And you're telling me I'm not hearing anything? Oh, you are hearing, but your heart is not pure yet. Therefore you're hearing, but you're not seeing. That is the proof. But therefore you have not really heard. In other words, your heart is still encumbered with too much stuff for you to be able to have this impression in your heart that when you will chant, you will see what you heard. That is the process. Therefore, in the Bhagavatam, written 5,000 years ago, it's written Shruta Ikshita Panta. Shruta means to hear, Ikshita means to see, and Panta, the path. Shruta Ikshita Panta. The path, the method of seeing by hearing from the most of the saints. Is vibrating that Shabda Brahma, the Lord or the Absolute in the form of transcendental sound, carrying through his mouth, his lips, and going through the path of the ears down to the heart, and establishing that reality in the heart. And when you meditate on it, through the name of the Absolute, and by chanting the mantra, what you heard just comes in the field of your consciousness, and you see. That is the process. So it begins with cleaning. So the first verse of Shivshastakam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is what? What does it begin like? Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Cheto means consciousness. Darpan is a mirror. And Marjan means to clean. In the morning, if you go into your bathroom to make your pretty face, but the mirror is full of dust, you can't see yourself. First you have to clean the mirror, right? Otherwise you see like a hazy halo of yourself. In the same way, our consciousness, the mirror of our consciousness, is covered with dust. The dust of so many material desires and the false identities accumulated from time immemorial. Therefore, when the soul looks at himself in the mirror, he doesn't see himself as the soul, he sees himself as the mind, and the mind sees himself as the body. So you see through a filter. Therefore we think, this is me, this is born in France, masculine gender, I'm a Frenchman. And therefore as a Frenchman I have French taste, I like French cheese and French, petite, everything is petite in France, like in Mexico. Everything in Spanish, everything is small. Chiquito, chiquita, chiquitita. Nimita, una sopita. Everything is in small. Because that's your identity. Oh, I'm French, therefore in French we say a little woman, a little house, a little this, everything is a little this. Because I identify with this, therefore I'm French, therefore my identity, my taste, and she's born in Lithuania, Lithuanian body, female, therefore she said, I'm a Lithuanian girl. Therefore, as a Lithuanian girl, I have this whole set of desires and identities and tastes, because that's... So all these identities, false identities, they're covering the mirror of the consciousness. So you need a very potent cleansing agent. And what can be more potent than God's name? Therefore the mantra is composed of God's name. And with it you do Sud Adhuata Maharaja. You are cleaning the mirror of the consciousness. And when that's sufficiently clean, when the Guru is speaking, and it makes direct sanskars, direct impression in the heart. And from those impressions, then you're building your spiritual life. Just like our very body is made of sanskars. We are made of sanskars. All those impressions of past life, they concretize to make the very body we have in our mind. The mind is like a camera recording everything. Sound, taste, smell, sight, everything, the five senses. And it all records inside and makes impression on the consciousness. And the strongest impression bring you there the next life, or in this very life. Therefore, systematic training must be done to establish strong spiritual impressions in the heart. That they counteract they sweep away all those mundane impressions which are driving us unconsciously. 5% or 10% of our awareness, of our consciousness we are aware of. All the rest is subconsciousness. And the subconsciousness is made of sanskars, all those impressions. And this is what is driving us. This is pushing us to act unconsciously. We don't know, we're driven from the inside. So part of the yoga process is cleaning, until gradually the real personality will emerge from the consciousness. The real me will come. Not the French, 57 years old, father of so many kids, grandfather, husband of this and that, son of this and that. No. The eternal soul as eternal loving servant of Krishna will emerge. The real me, the real you, the real her. 9 o'clock, what do? More chanting, more speaking, question, rectification, protest, good resolutions. More bhajans, prashad.
Chanting and prashad. Chanting.
A little more chanting?
It's good for the soul.
Good for the soul. Shetula Paramatana. There's never enough of that. now we have another new book. Another duality.